I think after Anthony's presentation, there's nothing much left for me. I think he did a good job selling the state. Before I start, I'd like to thank Dr. Sushil Kumar Ji, CGI Melbourne. Thank you for having me over. Deepak Ji, who's the National Chair of AIBC. Really appreciate your time. And Ashok Ji, who's the past Chair of CII. Thank you very much for having us. And I'd like to personally thank the Australian government for having me on their special visit program. They really worked hard getting me all the way to Australia, down under. So just to give you a bit of context, I won't bore you with a long speech, but I'll give you 3 reasons why you should consider Andhra Pradesh as your destination in India. Number 1, we have a leadership with proven track record. Our Premier, Mr. Naidu, is now in version 4.0. This is his 4th term as a Chief Minister. He comes with a lot of experience on how to get critical projects grounded. His experience working with Government of India also helps ensuring that you have a soft landing in not only in India but in the state of Andhra Pradesh. He is of course backed with a very young team. 50% of the legislatures are first-timers, 17 out of the 25 ministers are first-timers. It's not my grey hair, but I'm actually a senior minister in his cabinet. So we bring a lot of passion, a lot of energy to get things done. The second reason you should consider Andhra Pradesh is because we are a startup state. We have that mentality to get things done. We are not complacent. And once you shake hands with us, it no longer is your project, it becomes our project. So I'll give you an example of this. When we talk to any investor and they're looking at Andhra Pradesh, first thing that gets done is a WhatsApp group gets created. All the respective leadership across the political spectrum, the government and the private sector are added to this WhatsApp group. And then on a daily basis, we actually start interacting with each other to understand what's the status, what's the agreed timelines, where are we stuck, what are the areas that we can do better. You know, one company, and one example of this is one company which is into the hospitality sector. This morning we updated them where exactly is the land allocation status, where is the file, and by when are we going to get it cleared. So we believe on delivering it. We believe on following up on your project and ensuring that we not only meet your timelines, but we actually beat it. So 2 other projects I'd like to talk about. One is Google. And all of you have now heard of it. It's a nice wow, but 13 months of hard work went behind it. So when the leadership came, I personally drove them, I showed them where the project will come up, followed by me visiting the corporate office and pitching to their leadership on why Andhra Pradesh, followed by their leadership coming and meeting our Premier in Andhra Pradesh. And there were specific requests which required policy intervention, policy changes at the federal level. And we worked with the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, we worked with our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman Madam and the IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav ji, and we brought about the changes that were required to not only land Google in India but to actually make India the next destination for data centers across the world. It took us 13 months, which was 1 month more than what we agreed we'll deliver it. So we still regret the fact that we took a month more. But 13 months we got that done. The other project I like to talk about is ArcelorMittal, building India's largest steel plant in our state. This project pretty much got discussed over a Zoom call between me and Adit. It was, in the Zoom call, we agreed on 3 specific asks that they had, and one of it had to do with the federal government. The Honorable Chief Minister met the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, and across the table, they literally agreed on the way forward, got the project cleared, and in November, we are laying foundation. That's 15 months. We got environmental hearing done, environmental clearance is also done. In the last 16 months, we have attracted $120 billion worth of investments to this great state of Andhra Pradesh, and I believe we're just starting. There's a lot more to do. We're really excited to work with you. India is a tough terrain, but we are here to ensure that you have a soft landing, and I'm sure under the guidance of CG sir here also, we will support any initiative that you have in India and in our state of Andhra Pradesh. The third reason why you should consider Andhra Pradesh is the political leadership of Andhra Pradesh is from a regional party. So we are a political party that's in 2 states, but we have our nation at heart. So we have always influenced policy positively in the interest of the nation, and in the process Andhra Pradesh always had the first mover advantage. And it's not the first time we've done it. As I said, I have a leader who's in his version 4.0. This is his 4th term. In the past, he's worked on deregulation of telecom sector, aviation sector. In his 3rd avatar, he worked on the digital payments network, and now we worked on the data center policy at the federal level. So we can positively move policy, we can positively change policy. The world, as you know, is going through interesting times, challenging times, and challenging times is when India always shines. We only do well when we are pushed to the corner. So I'm now working on a project where all the self-made billionaires of India are coming together, advising us on what is the policy changes they want to see at the state level, at the federal level. And as a state, we're going to spearhead it. Labor reforms is one great example of it. There were 9 reforms that were specifically asked of us. We got 8 of them done in 15 days. And why 15 days? Because our cabinet meeting happens once every 15 days. If your project is more important, strategic, we will call for a special cabinet meeting. That's the pace at which Andhra Pradesh actually works. And this project that we are doing, we've given ourselves 90 days. We are going to bring about the changes that are required at the state level, and we will work with the federal government to look at what we can change to ensure that India will grow at double digit. As my colleague has just shared, we are a $180 billion economy, aspiring to be a $2.4 trillion economy. So all sectors are game. It's not that we're focused on 1, 2, 3. We have close to 15 sectors that we're focused on. I believe in the power of clusterization. This is something that we can learn from our neighbors. We have a cluster around automotive. 9% of Kia's global manufacturing happens in my state. We have cement cluster, we have renewable energy cluster, we have the electronics cluster, compressed biogas, medical devices manufacturing, quantum computing, aqua is another cluster. We have pharma is a cluster, we have steel as a cluster. Like this, we have close to 15 clusters where we are now working on a vertical and horizontal integration. Now, what do I mean by it? Vertical is, a great example of that is if you take your mobile phone, you have your screen, and you have the camera module, you have the camera lens, you have the haptic engine, the battery, the casing. We believe that the entire cluster should be formed within the 100-kilometer radius. That's the vertical bit. Now, horizontal is where I come in, education, skilling, certification. This is very, very important. I'll give you a few more numbers. Andhra Pradesh manufactures 50% of India's air conditioners. And we've signed 3 companies that will take us to 70% in the next 18 months. We are number 1 in shrimp globally. Like this, we are working on sector by sector on taking key position. We are building India's first space city, and that's being headed by Skyroot, which is a SpaceX equivalent in India. So we're really working sector by sector, and we're really excited to work on this horizontal and vertical integration. Australian universities, we've had very, very meaningful conversation during this trip, and rest assured, we'll be looking forward to actually working with them very closely on the horizontal integration bit. And the reason I believe horizontal is going to be critical, it's not just about the education piece. Getting the technology validated, certified, it's a very expensive process. An air conditioning company came and met me and they said, we are developing heat pumps for the Europe. And the challenge is every time I do design changes, I need to send it there with 2 of my engineers. 1, it takes time. 2, it's very expensive. So why are they not here in this cluster? I think that's a phenomenally good point that they added. So that's the kind of ecosystem we want to now build. And you'll see this getting delivered across 15 clusters. So that's, in short, why you should consider Andhra Pradesh. We are the second largest, fastest growing states right now, soon to be number 1, with all these investments getting grounded. We don't believe in signing MOUs. We are not into that. We mean business, we mean grounding. we have serious ADD, attention deficit disorder, so we'll have to be on top of things and execute on things and really get the ball rolling. So as my team members have shared, we are hosting a partnership summit in Visakhapatnam. It's a beautiful city, 14th and 15th of November. So please come visit us. For people who know India, if Bangalore were to marry Goa and have a child, that will be Visakhapatnam. We are best of both worlds. It's a gorgeous city. It's the 9th largest economic city in India. We aspire to be among the top 3. And Visakhapatnam Economic Corridor, as we call it, is going to be $1 trillion economic corridor for us. So we're looking now planning, because we've had massive investments, massive announcements come in and work started. We don't have challenges that our neighbors are having in terms of infrastructure. We have to build an economic corridor that will thrive over the next century. And the work is already on. So please come visit us. I'll be there. We'll be more than happy to host you. And I would love to open up this session for any questions that you might have. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.